Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Terraria, the Melee Only Challenge. In the last episode, we got not one, but two new swords, including the Horseman's Blade and the Influx Waver, which is what we are currently using because it is honestly a really good sword. It is actually one of my favorite swords to use. And yeah, between episodes, I have been busy. So I went down to the underworld and was farming up for a obsidian rose. While I was doing that, I got a couple of, quite a few mimics to spawn, actually. Not only just the normal mimics, but also a couple of crimson mimics. Nothing majored from them, but I did manage to get a Titan glove and a cross necklace. Two things that I would love to use. So we're gonna do some upgrades to our gear. Now, I also went to the dungeon and I managed to get two black belts. We only need one, but unfortunately, so these drop from Bone Lee, and he also drops a tabby, which we did not get. If we would have gotten a tabby, we could have made some really good it's called Master Ninja gear, and it would help us a lot today when we go start the celestial events. So we're gonna go fight the Lunatic Cultists and then go from there with the pillars. So the celestial pillars, I think, is what they're called. But yeah, so I got the obsidian rose from the fire imp, the necklace, and the Titan glove from the mimics. And then I've also done a bunch of fishing. I have a ton of crates. There is a couple things we need from them. And if we can get them, we can upgrade a lot of stuff. So, one last thing. I did accidentally fight the Wall of Flesh again. Nothing major there. It was a very easy fight. I don't think it even got close to me. It was pretty straightforward and easy with the Influx Waver. We do a lot of damage now. And early game stuff is very easy. So, first things first. We're going to do some combining. So first of all, we're going to make a Starveal. And this is something that we can actually hold on to. Now the Starveal is, it causes stars to fall and increases the length of invincibility after taking damage. So basically, if we get hit, it's really good for that. Now I don't know if we're going to end up using that, but something else that we're going to want to do, we're going to want to get a Power Glove. And then we can also get, let's see, let's get the Obsidian Skull Rose. Was that the wrong thing to do? That was the wrong thing to do, wasn't it? Okay, I need a Magma Skull? No, okay. How do I get the... I needed the Molten Charm. Or I can make that. Oh, I messed up. Okay. Doesn't matter unless we get some other stuff. So we're going to put that stuff away. Because we can't do anything with that. So, yeah, I messed that up. Okay, whatever. It's just for some of the... I think they're called the Terra Spark boots. But honestly... Spectre Boots is the best we can get right now anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So we can get Mechanical Glove with an Avenger Emblem. And I think the Avenger Emblem, we just need any other emblem. So I'm going to just throw a couple things away. Whoops. And I think we can get the Magma Stone. That will be useful. I got a Ranger Emblem, for the record, from... the Wall of Flesh, but yeah, I was hoping to do the crafting correctly. Turns out, nope, that's not going to happen. So it's just 5 of each. All right, that is easy enough. We should have 5 of each soul, so barely. So Souls of Might, Souls of Sight, and then Souls of Fright, which would be Skeletron. Prime. I think that's Souls of Flight. We might not actually have Skeletron Primes. So, if that's the case, we'll have to leave it at the mechanical, at the power glove, rather. So, this just basically makes our, make sure one more time, makes most of our melee weapons a little bit better. Yeah, because those are the Souls of Night and Light. And I just don't have any more souls lying around. Okay, that's fine. We'll put these in here as well. And we'll get back to that stuff later. So, there is a couple of things that we need to hopefully get. We're gonna do some work with our accessories. I have a good bit of money. But there's a couple things that we need from the crates. And from the titanium crates, we're looking for a sword. Life crystals, really? Nothing that we wanted. Okay, mithril crates. Nothing too major. Calming potions. Okay, nothing really. Pearlwood crates is where we can get something else that we need, but it's a very rare drop. So, I don't see it yet. We are getting a good bit of potions. There's another enchanted sundial. Okay. So let's just put everything away. And there is a lot of things that just don't want to be put anywhere. So let's just get out another chest and deposit everything. That will work. Okay. So let's just jump into today. We're going to go talk to the goblin. I want to reforge some stuff, like our power glove. I want to get menacing, or menacing will work. Menacing is good. I also want to reforge our celestial shell. This is expensive, but I want warding would be good. Destroyer emblem, wild, quick, angry. Warding or menacing is all I want. And we have plenty of money, so I'm not too worried about that. But menacing, that'll work. And then what we'll probably end up doing, yeah, I just don't know what accessories I'm gonna want. Let's go ahead and get our Charm of Myths. Menacing will work. And we have Warding Wings. Perfect. Okay. We have the legendary Influx Waiver. We are going to be slow. But if I click the map, I can go here. But that's okay. Because what we're going to do is use the whatchamacallit? The UFO. So let's go ahead and buff, and we're gonna fight the Lunatic Cultist. So we just gotta kill these guys, and then the Lunatic Cultist shows up, absorbs some power from that sigil, and then makes my life awful. That's fine. You can do that all you want. And honestly, I'm not too concerned about him. He's already almost halfway dead. And then we have to, I think it's you, yes. Kill the right one. And yeah, we're fine. The question is, how are these celestial events going to go? So, once we kill the Lunatic Cultist, there will be, well, the celestial creatures are invading. And if we look at the map, nearby is the Nebula Pillar. Okay, next to our Snow Pillar, which it looks like we can't teleport there right now, is our Solar Pillar. That is the most important because that is the pillar associated with melee. And then we have the Stardust which is summoning, and Vortex, which is ranged. The Solar Pillar is, like I said, melee. What I wanted to look at was the Nebula Pillar is magic. So what we're gonna do? Can we teleport? We can. We're gonna go to the snow biome because this is the most important place. Now, it's usually good to not fly in the melee area. They don't really like you flying away. But, yeah, what we need to do is just kill a bunch of creatures. And you can see on the boss bar that there's the blue bar. That is a shield. We cannot actually harm the pillar, which we'll see in a moment. But rather, we have to kill the creatures in a invasion style thing. Yeah, this thing will ruin your day if you try to fly. So yeah, we need to kill, I think it's like 150 enemies. Get back inside, guys. Oh, there goes the Tinkerer. Unfortunately, just how it is. Anyways, the snake thing is awful, but yeah, this is the shield. Can't really do anything against it, except kill monsters. And once we've killed enough monsters, the shield will break, and then we can destroy the pillar itself. The pillars are very weak. They have no attacks, no nothing. But they drop some really good things. And what we want is we want the solar fragments first. Because we are melee only build. So, of course, we need what's going to give us melee weapons. Now, we can make a couple weapons. I think it's like two items for every single class. But if you want armor, you have to defeat the Moon Lord. The only way to get the armor is to get Luminite, which drops from the Moon Lord. So that will be later. And we'll probably have to do these events a couple of times. But should be almost done. And there goes the shield. And we just murderate this guy. He has 20,000 health, but he doesn't do anything. And then there is the solar fragments. Our mind goes numb. And this worm thing is awful. Crawler. So we have 34 solar fragments, and I think that is about right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go home. And there is a pillar near here. I need a place to put the arcane manipulator. Sorry, Nomies. Goblin Tinkerer has arrived again. Let's make sure that his house is the correct one. Okay, he went back over there. So, I will assume. Alright, I'll put that there. And I will keep a gnome or 3 around. And where can I put another one? Put another one right here. Okay. So, with the Ancient Manipulator right here, we can craft a couple things. So there is some decorative blocks, but the main things is the Solar Eruption, which is 158 melee damage, versus the 190 that we currently have. But that's just base attack. And it looks like we can't make the other thing. We only have 16 more solar fragments. Which is unfortunate, but we're going to put them in here. And I guess let's just go ahead and do that. So we're going to get rid of the light discs. Light discs are no longer needed or wanted. And let's just put those away. Now, before we do anything else, let's head to the... Did I lose the... There we go. Let's head back to the Tinkerer. And I want to reforge this to something that's halfway decent. Legendary would be awesome. Godly would be good too. So now it's 182. It's also, not only is it really good in general, it has great range, and it is good. So let's go take on the Nebula. So this is the magic enemies. There are some nasty enemies here. You don't want to get hit by them. Yeah, because they do things to your screen. And let's just stay in the air. There goes the arm dealer. But all in all, this is a really good weapon. The Eruption, the Solar Eruption. And there is some good reasons to have it. So we're just gonna try to get through as many of these pillars as we can. And go from there. So, we're probably gonna die. Don't let things suck your brain. Or just murder you. They murdered me. Okay, that's okay. So that pillar is about halfway dead. And we can quickly go back over there. And, you know, try to kill everything. Let's just use a sword, I guess. I mean, we are doing a lot of damage. So are they. Let's just murder everything. Murder quickly. We will probably be dead soon enough. Luckily, they do have the chance to drop hearts and stuff like that. But the Nebula is kind of one of the rougher ones. The melee, the solar pillar is a little bit tough because you can't fly. The crawler will just annihilate you if you try. But oh, really? We were like 1 kill away. But the magic ones, they hurt. That's really all there is to it. And we can go ahead and go finish that off. I know we're just kind of death rushing it, but it's fine. There's the shield. And we'll just destroy the pillar. And the cool thing about the pillars is they will actually spawn in the exact same spot every single time we summon them in on this world. Which makes it so that we can actually kind of plan for them. Now, whether or not we're going to do anything about that, definitely a no. There's no reason for us to do anything. But we got 45 Nebula Fragments, which is a lot more than what we had with the other ones. But, whatever. We could go ahead and buff. And I'll have to probably get some more things later. But this is the Stardust pillar. And these are summons. Stardust is full of summon weapons. And, well, that's what they're... that's what the area is like. There's going to be a lot of things summoning other things. But let's just use the Solar Eruption. It's a little bit better, I think. And Godly is a very good modifier. What's so nice about it is it has range. And, you know, it does 213 melee damage with our stats and whatnot. But it pierces, which is really nice. So after this pillar, there's only one more pillar. And we're actually getting close to being done with this challenge. If we can get the Moon Lord to cooperate. So, yeah, that is a concern. The Moon Lord can drop, I think it's 11 different items. And we need exactly 2. We also need to figure out how to get one other item, which is honestly causing me some grief. But the Solar Eruption will actually help find it. Because we could see underground. We need the Enchanted Sword, and that's what's causing us problems. And... come on. Almost there. We just need to kill everything else. There's only a few more kills, but unfortunately it just... sometimes the enemies don't spawn quickly enough. Or the wrong ones spawn, and they're annoying to deal with. Like the little turret guys. Or the worms, in this case. The worms are actually the worst, because you can only hit their head. And I broke the shield as I died. Perfect. Oh, man. Okay, so once we get rid of this one, we have one more guy left. And then we'll have an Enchanted Nightcrawler. I think it's exactly a minute, or it's close to a minute, before the Moon Lord shows up. And we're probably going to want to save the rest of our buffs for that. And that is, all honesty, something I'm a little bit worried about. We're probably going to die. I'll be honest. We'll probably die. I'm not super prepared. I've only actually ever beaten the Moon Lord once in this game. Ever. Because, well, I rarely get that far. But, also, Moon Lord's kind of tough. Anyways, we need to go to the jungle. It is literally on top of the jungle base, and that's okay. But time to take on the Vortex Pillar, which is the ranged pillar. Obviously, we're going to have things shooting at us. That's not going to be fun necessarily, but we'll get it done. We can get there very easily and fight them as much as we want, so that's cool. We should be close. Yeah, here we go. And these guys have weird effects. They have distortion, so they kind of keep you in place. You can't go vertically. And that is annoying for things that are ranged because they can easily hit you. It's hard to dodge things when you're kind of stuck. Like this. And it's just the one enemy that does it, so that's why I'm going to use... One, I like the Solar Eruption. It's probably one of the best weapons for the melee class prior to beating the Moon Lord. I mean, I think it is technically the best, but not in raw power, but just in general. Its usefulness and whatnot is just so good. But yeah, the bugs are what's annoying in this area. And then all of the, like, weird lightning bolts. Ow. Let's heal. Alright, let's... Is that a life root on the surface? It is. I don't even have max health right now, so... Oh no, that is a, that is just a heart. Never mind. I also don't have max health, so that is something to kind of consider if, we have trouble with the Moon Lord. But, if we can beat the Moon Lord, then things will be a little bit easier for the subsequent fights. That is a tough word for me to say for some reason. For all the other fights that we have to do. If we can beat the Moon Lord once, we can make armor and be much more powerful. Beetle armor is good, but solar armor is better. Alright, we're almost there. And we're going to just go ahead and take on the Moon Lord today. Don't know if it's going to work. Don't know how well it's going to go. But we'll probably not... wow, we killed a bunch of the alien hornets. I'll probably not fight any more of these events on camera. Alright. Impending doom approaches. And the screen is going to be all blurry like. Alright, we need to get back home. We need to clean up our inventory. And we're going to get rid of things in our inventory. And then we have good potions. We don't have any, like, any major other potions to use. I'm going to cancel... excuse me. I'm going to cancel that just so that we can get more. And we're going to fight this completely in our... Like, I'm not going to get out of the UFO. So we're not going to worry about wings at all. And then once the Moon Lord shows up, we will buff and pray. Alright, so this is the Moon Lord. We need to destroy his hands and the eye in his head, and try not to get hit by the lasers. Of course, the lasers are a lot more dangerous when, yeah, we need to use Solar Eruption. That is going to be the best. So, yeah, this is chaotic. I'm not really good at this fight, in case you can't tell. But we just need to kind of make sure that we kill all of the eyes, all 3 eyes, at about the same time. And we're probably gonna die. 9 seconds. Let's hope that I can do a little bit more. Nope. Alright, so it used to be you could avoid the main laser with walls, but it goes through walls now. So I think what we need to do, and this is kind of silly, I need the master. I need the tabby. I need the master ninja gear. So I'm gonna farm that. I need to get a full set of potions, get all of the potions, and even to the extent of, I think those are the max potions that we can get. Apart from making, there is another upgrade, but it requires using these, and I don't really want to. Now, if we talk to the guide, crafting with these solar fragments, yeah, there is, you know, weapons and, or not weapons, there's tools and armor, but we're going to want to make the Celestial Sigil, and it's 20 each. Now, I don't really care about any of the other fragments, so you can actually turn one of all the other ones into one by itself, one of the 4th. So 16. Let's get, we need 5 of each of these, and then 20. So I don't really have a use for any of the other fragments because obviously we can't use the weapons or anything like that. There is some really good weapons that you can make with that, but I have no use. So we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should be enough for the Celestial Sigil. And we can use that next time to immediately summon the Moon Lord. So at this point, what I need to do is I need to get a bunch of potions. I need to get good potions. And I need to make sure that whatever it is I am going to use is probably warding. But I think menacing is also not too bad. I'm really upset about that Obsidian Rose, for the record. I'm really mad that I didn't do that properly. So that might be something I also do next time. I might go ahead and try to finish getting the boots, but I don't think we're going to use the boots. But I'll just have to figure out what sort of armor I want to use and go from there. So that is going to be it for this episode. Real quick, if we hop into our guy, and one of the things we're missing is the what are they called? They're called the shrines. Enchanted shrines. I've not found any of those. Well, I can look for them like so. I can see in the ground and look for the signs of them, because they do have, there is evidence of them, even if they can be fairly deep in the ground, and I can just do that all over the place, and hopefully be able to find the enchanted sword so that we can make the Zenith a little bit faster, because otherwise I'll need to find one from a I'll need to find an enchanted sword from a crate, and that is a lot less likely to happen. That's why I've been so focused on doing the fishing quests. Wrong keyword, but yeah, there is also something else that if I can find, it would be in a surface chest. It is the aglet. That will let us upgrade our boots right away, so might be useful anyways. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do between episodes. So potions, accessories, and more than anything, mental preparation. And then we'll come back next time and hopefully take on the Moon Lord and win this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!